All right. Everything good? All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Silver Shadows Trail of Echoes, episode 3. We're really sorry about having to miss yesterday's episode, but things are on the right track to get done early, so that's great. Um where we need where we are at for today is just basically right after day before yesterday's game. We've been in Digburg for a while celebrating. Everybody got that done. The city is taken care of. We can head home. Um, Peanut and Rupert will be paying for mercenaries with some of the money that Soki gave to the squirrel and cat, which is a bar. So the city is being taken care of. We're moving on to searching for um the missing crewmates while figuring out these massive amounts of anomalies all over the world. And speaking of those, I will introduce today's game. All right. So we got Zach playing Officer Gemini.
Yo.
We got Carrie playing Pim.
Hello.
And we've got Carrie playing Rosie.
I'm eating pickles, guys.
She did make it very clear that she was opening her bubbly and her pickles. And we've got Chris playing Simmons.
Stink flower pickles or just normal pickles?
Yeah, what
Hottie
kind of
bites.
pickles? Would be dill or sweet?
Hottie Bites. Oh Snap Pickling Co. Super spicy.
As long as they're not sweet pickles. If they're sweet pickles, we'd be fighting.
My little sister used to just drink sweet pickle juice all the time.
I'm of the opinion that any pickled cucumber is nasty because because at the end of the day it's still cucumber, and cucumber is disgusting.
Mm. Mm-mm. You're wrong about that, but I'll let it slide because you're my friend.
At least pickled cucumber touching other food doesn't ruin the food. It just gives like a vinegary flavor. I cannot eat anything that raw cucumber touches.
Mm.
Anything that raw cucumber touches.
Cucumber infects everything with its awful flavor.
Cucumber is
Delicious
like
flavor?
the best vegetable besides squash, so I don't know
Oh, I
what
think
you're talking about.
I'm all right with the cucumber drink, like a melon drink. That's pretty refreshing.
Cucumber is the most awful flavor there is.
This is fascinating
Who
news.
hurt you?
Cucumber hurt me by being awful.
Nothing better than cucumber salad on a hot summer day, guys.
Sorry to derail everything.
I don't know what your cucumber salad is, and I'm just praying it's not what my mom's cucumber salad is, which is just vinegar and mayonnaise and cucumber.
Mayonnaise. Oh, see now mayonnaise. That's where you get me. I'm nope. Mm-mm.
Now, pickled onion, that's where it's at.
You pickle pretty much
Pickled
anything.
onions.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that happened. Maybe. I don't know if I'm sorry. Alright, so we are actually starting here, everybody. We are in Digburg at the moment. Digburg has it's a weird little city, a weird little town. It's got a very western vibe to it. In the center of the town, there is just a straight down hole that, as you go down it, eventually you will fall into a dungeon of possibility. I don't know what's going on with my map. Give me a second. But regardless about what that's going on, there's been a pretty decent sized party here because the crew was pretty successful and they've all been having a feast. If you guys were there, if you just showed up, however it is, if you guys are hungover, all the funnier, because all of a sudden the four of you get called into the back room of it,
Oh,
and in the back room is Peanut, and administrative leader of the crew. and he has bags under his eyes. And he's just
Poor
like,
guy.
he's just drinking coffee, just shot after shot of it, like just straight espresso.
Looking a little rough there, Peanut.
A lot of stuff going on right now. And it's just like, okay. Now, Simmons, Rosie,
What up?
what do you two remember of this town? Now, this is a trick question for you guys because neither one of you would have ever known it, but the legend of the way that Digburg was found was by a group of miners that had recently learned to tame centipedes. That
Huh.
is the legend.
Oh,
The milkable centipedes?
Oh yeah, milkable centipedes. They're all over outside if you
Okay,
want to go
okay.
hang out.
Hell, okay, yeah.
If that's what Gemini's been doing, hanging out with the milking pedes, great.
Oh yeah.
Where?
Got to secure, a line of centipede milk, for the various, restaurant enterprises.
Yeah, you know what they say. They got legs and they know how to milk them.
Let's milk them puppies.
The idea that like there's a huge party in a bar going on, everybody's just like got a jukebox machine, karaoke machine, and Gemini and Rosie are just like milking centipedes.
What color is centipede milk?
It is. Okay. Are you ready
Green.
for this? You might not be. It's pale green and has the texture of pus.
Awesome.
I do not like that.
Here's the thing. I think it's delicious. I think it comes out like the creamy texture of cheesecake. Like a perfect cheesecake where you can just like take your spoon and just cut a little furrow right in it. I think that's the texture you're actually getting.
That's cute because I'm not into milk, sorry. And definitely not green, frothy, foamy.
I was also
Milk.
thinking like clotted cream.
Oh yeah, very
Nope.
clotted cream.
Isn't this when we talked about this the first time where we discovered that penguins and shit have milk too?
Yeah, pigeon milk.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Ooh.
I would drink pigeon milk.
No, you wouldn't. No, don't. No, you wouldn't. It doesn't come from where you think it does.
Does it come from their butthole?
No.
From their cloaca.
What
I don't
the
think it
fuck
comes-
is that?
I think
It's
it
all
just
the
is
same.
vomit though, right?
Yeah, it's like they like vomit it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay. I mean, whatever.
I mean, honey is like bee vomit, so
Delicious bee vomit.
yeah.
Peanut's just watching this conversation happen, like,
Uh-huh.
as expected.
I think
I'm sorry, my
Gemini
dude.
Gemini probably brings over a fresh cup of centipede milk for Peanut. It's like, I know it's been rough. Here you go.
Peanut's just like looking at it and just sighs and takes a big old swig of it and sets his cup down. He's got a big like green, bushy centipede milk mustache.
Precious.
They say it's good for your bones.
Gemini also like slides over like a bottle of alcohol, and it's like, for later, you need it.
Peanut's eyes go like, you like the shine goes over them. And he's just like, you guys just see that the bottle disappear. Everybody
empty now, isn't
outside, like, we've been so good at keeping him sober. Suddenly gone. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna make a. So it's not a white Russian because A, we know it's green, and B, there's no Russia. He's gonna make himself a green Digberg.
Plotted hole.
A clotted hole. I really don't like that.
Yeah, maybe not. Mm-mm.
Nope.
No. So he's just like, he just shakes his head and he's like, we've got a request from Yoke. The librarians of Yoke, in fact, are asking us for a very specific favor. And they say that they need some people from this world that are not affiliated with, that were not affiliated with Lockstitch when they initially arrived. And we think for science it would be very useful to have somebody that was part of Lockstitch but was not in this world when we arrived. And for a fourth member, and this is for science, and this is like somebody that is from the liminal plane, and like pointing at Pym, but there are stories about already when we arrived.
Yes. Dead me. Very good.
So, if you don't mind, if you could just make your way over to Yoke, and just keep this between the four of us. He points at Justin, the five of us, if you don't mind.
Justin just goes, and gives him a little wave.
Justin is the one that we can trust the most on this mission to not tell anybody about anything.
Absolutely.
Does Justin get along with Limber?
Given the opportunity, we'll probably eat, so I would be wary.
Would Limber try to eat Justin or other way around?
Justin's literally a demon, so.
Ah.
Remember something.
Yeah, Limber is kind of awful to behold and will eat anything.
I imagine it'd be one of
maybe
those
they would
like,
actually get
4
along.
in the morning cat fights you hear outside.
Yeah, maybe they'll just be best friends eating weird shit together.
Right.
Try to one up each other on the weirdest shit they can find to eat.
Yeah, Justin's stomach is basically the pit of hell, so it
I
could be
hope
fun.
that doesn't happen because that's definitely going to distract Simmons is going to not pay attention to anything and just follow them if that happens. So who do we got to meet in Yoke before I get distracted?
The mission's coming down from the High Guild leader himself. You all know Chester, correct? It's like, I know you know Chester, pointing at Rosie.
Chester.
Yeah. I remember Chester. He's a good old lad of mine. He's a friend. He's a
He's a
fan
very
of
kissable llama.
Chester's the most kissable llama. He's a big fan of the Tomb Squad.
What? I hate to distract again, but why is he the most kissable llama?
Have you seen that man's lips? It's gorgeous.
I'll try to restrain
He
myself.
won most kissable 4 times in a row. Would
So
you go
it is an
against the
official
poetry
title.
champ? It's right in his name. The Bureaumancers have written it into stone. It is law.
So it's just factual information. Okay, all right. I apologize. I thought it was a story, not a fact. I apologize.
This will be fun. It's been a long time since any of the nightmares have gotten any play in folk song.
Now, there is some enclosed in the note with something about books. Chester writes along a lot, and I just kind of skimmed it. Something about books, something about the library. Please, 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 don't burn down another library.
Why would we burn down a
Try.
library?
Pym just kind of like slowly backs up.
We don't have to like. We can just do like the transition between like here and there really instantly. We don't have to worry about that. But so on your way out, Peanut does warn you one more time. It's like, now be careful. I know you are all trained, all competent, capable fighters, and like points at like the gun on Simmons' back. And he's like,
This is heavy.
keep it close, because we know for a fact there are more of those things out there. It's like incredibly dangerous, and just be safe, but try not to spread news of this mission around. There is something funny going on. So, but what kind of like equipment do you all bring? Like, if you know that you're being asked for a secret mission, and the fact that there are huge monsters all over the world right now, like, do you guys pack anything different?
Definitely going to bring a blunderbuss.
Rosie don't need nothing extra. Rosie's got her keen fox wit.
Mm-hmm. I've been meaning to mention this since Simmons brought this up. We do not have guns before like 1930s technology. We skipped all those.
Oh.
Because like there was no like steady evolution of guns for the liminal plane. The guns that showed up there were 1930s.
Okay.
So like the fact that it's Luger, like we all basically are using a Luger. I'm not saying that out there somewhere there's not a blunderbuss, but you are far more likely to just find a gun.
Now, an elephant gun. They were used in World War One.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We also have some oh yeah, for sure. And like we've got guns like that. But if you haven't been around as much, obviously, in the workshop, I don't know where I put it. It's probably way up there. We have 4 very powerful like monster hunting weapons that people can take out. You can read through them later if you want to, it's fine. One of them is a clown cannon. That is just a cannon that fires whatever you want to put in it. But you have to carry it like a bazooka.
Are
okay.
any of them an insect glaive?
There's the sky knives which Karam used. They have like you can fly around with them, but like if you mess up, you can get hurt. Yeah, we know of the pirate weaponry, but it's like ancient stuff. Nobody's going around making those things. Like nobody's like remaking what essentially would be like useless technology now.
So does the desert rock just basically look like a modern day desert eagle?
Yeah, like a modern day desert eagle. A little bit more brutalist, I would say. Like, definitely like what if a dwarf
Okay, I like
sniffed
that.
the desert eagle?
Okay, something I do want to bring with me. No, I'm pulling this out of my ass, so feel free to say no. But there were those weapons that were on the land vessel that I took the treads off of, and we had taken the weapons back to R&D. So I'm gonna say the sticky stuff, the sticky shots. We have probably already figured out how to utilize that, and maybe I have come up with some kind of a, let's say, kind of Monster Hunter-esque like arm launcher that can launch the sticky stuff.
I think an arm launcher might be a bit far right now without a roll, but you can make ammunition without a roll.
Okay, so maybe I have found a way to make the ammunition I can load into my own gun.
That's what. Yeah, I definitely think we could make like slugs.
Okay, so yeah, let's do slugs. I'm bringing some slugs. That way, if there is a large monster coming towards us, I can stick 'em.
They're
Slug
orange, right?
What was that?
They're orange, right?
Oh, they've got to be, right? It's definitely like it was actually basking slug mucus used for this the same way. It's just starches, you know.
What's the general size of these monsters?
Depends. The two that we have seen two that were made out of a dozen ships apiece, so they were about the size of near Automata, like the first fight where you fight this giant machine coming out of the sand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the size of some of them, and we faced another one that was like 2 stories tall, but like 4 buildings long.
Okay. So like kaiju size to like Monster Hunter monster
Yes,
size.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and we have learned, this is important, we are trying to make stuff to craft out of these things, so when they die, everything attached to their core disappears forever. So if you want something, you have to break it off first.
Our car.
And once
Okay.
they're dead, the stuff that survives is still you still don't want to eat it, right?
You still don't want to eat it.
Dang.
Can we
No,
smoke
actually,
it?
no. We said that once it gets cut off, like, it loses its corruption. So yeah, you could eat it.
Oh, okay.
Live your best life.
Yeah. Do we know, like, is the head the core or like what?
Depends on what the thing we're fighting.
Okay.
It has been a single eye once, and it has been somewhere in the chest.
Got to get the tail off.
Well,
Gemini
why
eats
would
questionable
why
things.
would you want to? Why would you want to what? Eat it? Well, because it's there. One must know if it is delicious.
Simmons is getting a little nervous about this mission.
But
Mhm,
also,
mhm.
if it's not, Limber might want a snack.
So
I got some
let's-
pickles that you can have instead, if you'd like.
Rosie just sitting there eating pickles, just shaking her head no.
I'm keeping all this brine too. You watch. I'm gonna concoct this into a blinding potion. You watch. I'm gonna get somebody with it.
So we are gonna be in folk song. You all walk into 1 second. Look, we're in folk song. This is the guild, the main guild house. It is full of people. There's tons of adventurers. It's like shoulder to shoulder all over the city. Like once you guys get into folk song, the energy electric. Like everybody's excited in here. Everybody knows Rosie off like from Tomb Squad. Everybody knows you guys because you're part of Lockstitch. Everybody's like cheering you on. They heard about like huge monster battles recently. And like folk song is all about you guys right now. You're getting pats on the back, people offering you free drinks. These 3 bats over here that are BBB, the big bad bats, like walk up to Simmons and hand him their autograph books to sign. They like keep just cramming them in their face.
I've never had that. I don't know what to do with this. I've never done this. He just like traces his hand in the book.
Just like they like push a crayon into your hand. It's like, come on. It's like, can you draw me?
It's a terrible drawing. It's like a 2-year-old drew it. It looks awful. It's just one of those big like purple squiggles with like 2 eyes on it.
He hugs it to his chest and runs out of the bar. And then these 2 chase after him. They're like, thank you.
Anytime.
And so like everywhere in here, like there's like it's full of energy, but I think there's like a sense of urgency. Like Pim, as you come in, could you guys all roll me a 20-sider, actually? So we got a 12 from Pim, we got an 18 from Gemini, we got a 1 from Simmons.
There it is.
It's like right away. Oh, okay. So Pim, Rosie, and Gemini, especially Rosie, and because you've done a million times of filling out sheets to go out for the guild and like taking jobs and stuff. And you see the job board, which is just, your standard bulletin board, but like it has all the quests up on it. And as like you look over it, it seems normal the first glance, but then on second glance you realize that a lot of words are missing. Like a lot of the quests have locations that are just completely blank.
Redacted is coming back to bite us.
Hey, yo, guys, look at this. Looks like somebody forgot to put in half the information on this bulletin board.
That's weird. I wonder why.
I don't know.
Is there anybody around you know that you can ask?
I don't know. Maybe this random person here in the corner. Hey, sir. Have you seen any weird just, things going on over here by this bulletin board? Maybe why half this information might be missing? Anything sus? Anybody with a big eraser?
It's cool, man. Be cool. It's Rosie. Be cool. Yeah, yes, Miss Rosie. Hi. I didn't think somebody from the Tomb Squad would talk to me. It's my second day. And the bird guy's just like, hey, cool. Yeah, we took one of those quests. What do you mean? Like it says it's, and then when he says something and there's no word, and then he tries to talk again, and the word doesn't come out, and then he reaches in his pocket and pulls out his scroll, and you can see the location for that is also blank. He's just like, what in the world? And all of a sudden a llama comes bursting out of the back door. It's just like, oh no, everybody, nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be worrying about. Silly people. It's like, Rosie, getting people scared with your talk of something being wrong with the sheets. What could possibly be wrong with the sheets? Let's get in the back room now.
Have you not seen Back to the fucking Future? What's going on here, brother?
She's like, no, nothing's wrong. Nothing's affecting the past or the future. No, nothing. Everybody, free drinks on Chester. Free, and everybody cheers. It's like, get those bats back in here. Everybody will have some drinks. They're he leads you guys to the back room. He's like, come on.
I want some of those drinks.
This llama is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that.
Most kissable llama, 4 years running.
Can you please sign my book? Can you please sign my autograph book? And I pull out the actual autograph book, not the fancy ass book, just the normal one, and hand it to him and say, please sign this and kiss it.
Just so many requests. Okay, and he pulls out his pen, which just looks like a lipstick applicator. And he signs in your book with giant flourishing letters that just looks like in lipstick. And it's just the most kissable llama, Chester, leader of the guild, and leader of the adventuring guild. And then he slathers his face with lipstick and then just gives a big sloppy kiss.
To the book, right? Not to me.
Yes.
Okay. I will cherish this forever. And I instantly close it. It probably smashes a little bit, but I don't know, and put it right back in my vest. It's
we'll have your drinks delivered. order your drinks, then meet me in my office.
Immediately
Gemini-
follows.
Gemini does that. I don't actually know anything about drinks, so just imagine whatever. Doesn't matter.
What did we call that one?
Oh!
Green Digberg.
Yeah, clotted hole.
We have Clouded Hole. We said one the other day. I think it was like a Glumcrest iced tea.
Oh, is that the Long Island iced tea?
It's like a Long Island iced tea, but it's like way more alcohol. It was a Sonnery iced tea or something. I can't remember what we said that was. You ever wish you had just a little bit better of a memory?
Always.
Constantly.
Alright, so let's get into Chester's office. This is Chester's office. All around you guys is a significant amount of books. They look like mostly journals of like filling out when everybody took a different quest. He's got a stamp on his desk. He's got some knickknacks all over the place. He's got some Tomb Squad merch in here. He's like, all right. Peanut sent you 4. This is like, I believe I've met you all individually at some point, but if I've not, my name is Chester, 4-time crown reigning champion, most kissable llama in all of folk song. I know, it's a lot to live up to. But don't worry, I'm humbled by the fact that I am the Adventurers Guild leader.
You look
Now,
much better than this picture on the wall.
that's a terrible picture. I don't know who that is. It's fucking AI.
I just feel like I can't stop staring at your lips. They just look so kissable. How do I stop myself from staring? Like what? What can I do?
When this happens, I do have, and he pulls out a blindfold for you.
Thank you.
He doesn't cover himself. He gives someone blindfold.
Yeah, he has prescription blindfolds for people. Like,
Thank you,
Prescription
sir.
blindfold.
you're welcome. When Rosie puts on the blindfold, you'll see just like the lipstick marks right over each eye, but both of them have eyelashes like an eye closed.
Oh,
I love
jeez.
it.
Pim's just gonna kind of pull her bandana down a little bit over her eyes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's fine, and you can keep that. The prescription
Really?
blindfold makes you immune from any sight-based attack.
Ooh,
So, like,
yeah,
if somebody's like
thank
flash
you.
bombing or something, it will not affect you as long as you have the prescription blindfold on.
Beautiful.
All right, but
This is-
why? What's happening? Why are we here? And what's going on with the quest board?
It's just like the quest board is part of it, but the bigger problem is the Beomancers have locked themselves up again. They won't talk about why. Nobody's in or out of the library again. I saw some people from our town. I believe that you all are familiar with Dorian in the
Yeah.
Celestial Sea.
Yes.
They showed up. They had a conversation with some of the Beomancers, and they began covering the library with this red tape.
I've heard bad things about red tape.
Yeah, me too. I heard red tape's really, really bad.
It's like, right here at the Adventurers Guild, we do anything and everything we can to cut through the red tape.
Is that what those scissors are for?
He's like, oh no, that's actually just... It's a little present I got when I... He like sets the little pair of gold scissors back on the thing. It's
Oh
a
no, I mean
replica.
the big gold scissors that are on the shelf back there. The really big ones, the ones that are like the size of me.
He's like, oh no, that's also a replica. What do you know about the curse breaker? No, that's not from here or there. We can't get lost in the sauce. as he pulls out a plate of spaghetti.
Sauce.
Ooh, I love spaghetti!
Fine. We have enough time for everybody to have a plate of spaghetti.
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of sauce? Gemini, I think while they're eating, is discussing the finer points of the sauce creation process.
I'm pretty sure that I had a game planned at some point, but you know what? He just reaches down, he pulls up he's just like, I don't know, I buy it from a guy in the alley. He just like, he sells them in these prepackaged containers, and like he just puts down a Ziploc bag of spaghetti,
Ooh.
pre-sauced, a couple meatballs floating around in there.
Bagged spaghetti is extra delicious.
Justin has eaten the plate.
And it's just like, I don't even know if they're plates so much as, have you guys have you seen them? We saw them on Amazon. They look like Ziploc bags, but they're glass. But they just
Yes.
look like an open Ziploc bag, and you fill it with like stuff, like it's a cereal bowl. I think that's what he's serving them with spaghetti in.
That's amazing.
And it's just like, you can find it like every Thursday if you just go down to the shady part of town. And he's just like sucking in fucking noodles and through his delicious looking lips. And it's just like, after he finishes, he sends out for a tiramisu, and they come back with a tiramisu, and you guys all get dessert. And he's just, a little nightcap. You guys want like just a little shot of espresso with like a little liqueur in it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Justin will take a decaf.
And it's just like, kick back. It's just like, now, my favorite adventure I've ever been on in my life, in my times, was one time I had to go out and slay an army of dragons. And then, like, suddenly, like, he's like, oh, wait, no, that's not what we're here for. He, like, wipes the spaghetti off of his mouth. And he's just like, what do... We know, you all know Mouse Home, correct? The
Yes.
small island where if you visit, you turn into a mouse?
I have been there.
Yeah.
I
I've
very
been there.
badly wish to go there someday.
This is like... Now, we... Like... There was a ban list from the library where they were asking to recall all books that mentioned Mouse Home. They recalled all books that mentioned many old ancient stories. But I read this one many times as a child, and he pulls out a tiny little, like, it looks like one of our little golden books, you know? What I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the roly-poly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of those
A
books?
little puppy, pokey little puppy.
Yeah, the pokey guy. Yeah. He pulls out one of those, and on the front of it, unmistakably, it's a wanted poster from Mouse Pym.
Oh God, The Wanted.
What did you do?
It's a
he's
long story.
He's just like on the back of it. It says, "In Mosswood's enchanted realm, 4 brave mice, Pym the Wanted, Valentina, Royce, and Krieg, embark on a magical journey, battling Old Snapper and aiding a caravan into uniting allies until they found the great kingdom of Mouse Home." It's like, this is the story that I grew up learning. But they're saying it's a lie.
It most certainly was not. And Pim's just gonna kind of like stare at him for a second, kind of like,
Is this guy for real right now, Pim?
yeah, it's real. It's all real.
Chester slaps his hand down on the desk. He's like, I knew it! Something's coming. It's just like, something's changing things. I think the librarians are onto it. But a couple of weeks ago, we started getting missions from the west side of Folk Song. You know, near Belltown. It's one pretty good town to Belltown. You get your spooky adventures over there. But all the missions in there lost their names. We don't know how to track them anymore. We have no idea how many people we have sent that have not come back. We've sent word to neighboring small villages around there. We've sent scouts, but no one has reported back. So we're asking for help from the Silver Thimble. But we worry that... Go ahead.
Do you personally remember anybody that you sent?
This is like, I remember many people taking the missions, but like if you asked me to say their names, I couldn't. If you asked me to describe them, I can't. I remember sending them out. It's like I could. Their names. He starts to try to mouth, but he doesn't. Like his lips don't even move. His beautiful, delectable lips don't move.
Do you remember? Just to test this really quick. What do you remember about Belltown? Like, do you remember who the leader of Belltown is, or anybody from Belltown?
He's like, oh, I can greatly remember Belltown, ran by its particular church. Like
I mean, any people, like a person's name, a single person from Belltown.
Ah, yes. Like I remember there was a. This is Alan trying to remember single names of people from Belltown.
You don't have to tell me. It just does he remember? Like, can he say those names?
Yes.
Any name?
Yeah,
Okay.
He can name
It's
some
just
of his
Belltown
friends.
itself hasn't been okay.
It's like they had a great theft the other day. A couple weeks back, one of their most treasured artifacts went missing, and they did tell us to be on alert for ghosts. But don't worry, my adventures group is fully trained for ghost-based problems.
Do you think
Zombies,
Ghosts?
skeletons.
Do you think this missing artifact could have anything to do with missing information?
I sure hope they're not related. But if you could, head to the west and scope it out for me. And hopefully, we will not put you on the books. We think that might be the problem. I am not Chester, leader of the Adventurers Guild, hiring you as an adventuring group. I am Chester, worried father, kissable lips, asking Lockstitch for aid.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. The furthest out that we have any message back from is the crossroads at the edge of the bridge. If you could go there and try to make any contact with whatever might be causing these issues.
Doesn't Belltown hate our guts?
I've never made anybody in Belltown mad.
Belton probably likes me.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine if we go. And I do have a giant gun on my back. Maybe I should not have that visible if I go say hello.
Belltown is not where we met Bell, right?
No, we met
Right.
Bell
Bell's
and
further.
Provincial.
Didn't we get
Like-
framed for something in
I'm trying to
Belltown?
trying to think of what Belltown was.
Belltown is the city that was supposed to be protecting everybody from ghosts. See all this fog here? All the fog on the edge of this? This is all technically ghosts. Don't worry, Belltown had a really powerful magical bell that kept all the ghosts back there, so you're good. As long as that bell keeps ringing, we're fine.
Didn't something happen to the bell?
It was 100% stolen and then like blamed on Iskra.
Yeah, that's what I was. Don't they hate us?
You guys have no idea that's going on.
Okay, very good. Right, let's go wander into death.
You always pulled me out of it before, so we'll be fine.
Love you, Simmons.
Okay. And now I'm gonna ask you, Pim, are we taking the airship or are we hoofing it? Like, you get benefits from the airship is the fact that you have an airship and it flies and it's got guns. The negatives are, if you take that airship, I'm gonna hurt the airship if it comes down to it. The airship has 20 HP, just so you know.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna say since we only have one pilot, and we can't turn it into a mech for mobility's sake, and we're going to try to figure something out that could be sketchy, I think we should hoof it for the sake of being able to be sneaky if we need to. So I am actually going to say no to the airship for the first time ever.
Okay. Absolutely.
Rosie says, that's okay. I respect your decision, but it would have been cool to actually ride in the airship.
Oh, you rode
Have
the
you not
airship
ridden
here.
in the airship?
No.
You just rode the airship here, by the way. Like, if you guys want to
Okay,
like have
never
a
mind. I lied. I'm just really. I'm sorry.
this was some really good spaghetti. I know, right?
Yeah.
We took the airship to get spaghetti.
Gemini would probably let you ride on the back wheel of his penny farthing.
Sure, whatever that is. That sounds cool. Can I actually hold on to a rope and you can pull me on it on my skates?
Yeah, penny farthing is one of those old-timey bicycles with the really giant wheel in front.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. We're in fucking land of fairy tales, and what is happening, to my knowledge, Gemini is on his fucking penny farthing, and Rosie has attached a rope to him like a belt.
She's
And
sketching.
No, I think he should actually have one of those leash things like the children wear. And I think he should be holding on to it. And then I can be like holding on to the wrist part.
Yeah.
I thought you just gave him like a monkey backpack leash situation.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah, solid, good. Making sure I've got this right of how this is happening.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
Pim
idyllic
and
scene.
Simmons, how are you keeping up?
We both have wings. And we're in Magic Land. So maybe we can actually fly here. And we're just holding
Rolling
hands,
20s,
flying.
That's horrifying.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yes?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
hope. Yeah.
Oh!
I fucking love his ones.
Simmons, your arms are wings, man.
I've never flown before. It's really scary. I flew one time when I got exploded, but then landed really hard into a four-armed cowboy. So it's not my favorite thing to do.
We just need one more and we have a bingo, right? If somebody has the card.
This is okay. This is gonna be so funny. So it's forced perspective. So you
Every
guys
time I
are
fly,
way
I'm
down
standing
here.
on somebody else.
Simmons, like, okay, you see Pim just like believe in yourself, fucking speech you, and then take to the sky, and just start flying off. Gemini, Rosie, killing it. The Gemini, at some point, the street becomes almost like concave, like a half pipe situation. And
Oh,
it's no
hell
longer
yeah.
like cobbled stone, like it's super smooth as you're going.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are flying. It's great. The energy's amazing. Simmons, out of nowhere, like when you start to take to the sky, you feel like the worst chill up your spine.
I don't like that feeling. Did the world just get darker?
Yeah.
That was production value. Good job.
One second here.
Oh my god.
As multiple ghosts, they look like they have bells for hats, and they are carrying bells, and you can hear each bell as they get close to you. Simmons, these things get close, and one of them is closer, like you jump back a little bit, and one's right there next to you, and right next to your head, it rings. And like it cuts through your head. And this deals 4 AP damage to you, Simmons.
Ooh, okay.
And Simmons has to speak in third person until this curse is broken.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Simmons is afraid of this, so Simmons has an idea to get away from these things. You said this is Magic Land, right? And
This
things
is
happen
Magic
that
Land.
shouldn't happen normally do work here.
All the time.
Simmons has a gun on his back that's very big for him. And Simmons has wings that don't work, but have helped him glide before. Simmons is going to try to use that gun as propulsion. Just leave it on his back and like reach behind him and just pull the trigger and see if it propels him into the sky.
We're rocket jumping, huh? All right. Yeah, give me another 20-sider.
Simmons can't possibly get 3 ones in a row, right?
I mean, no way.
No,
All right. Okay. That was a worry.
You're gonna roll a 20, buddy.
15.
So like you get very clear, but you're catching right up behind the rest of the team, but these guys are right on your tail. Oop, accidentally shrink a Gemini.
Hey Simmons, do you need some help?
And you turn around
Simmons
and
is
look, you see them for the first time. It's just like, right.
Who are your friends?
They're right on. Do I have to speak in third person the whole time?
Oh, yeah, you have to speak in third person.
All right.
Every time you don't speak in third person, it's 2 damage.
Are the bell ghosts right behind, like right with Simmons, moving at the same speed?
Yeah,
And how far did Simmons get?
close. You cut. Simmons cut half the distance, I would say, between him and the other 3. You got one more roll to fully escape them, or you've got to suffer one of their attacks.
All right, Simmons is gonna roll again.
Oh boy.
Simmons is rolling
choice.
great today.
Okay,
Good point. Okay.
one choice is like one of these grabs you around the ankle and drags you back down, dealing 2 physical damage, like 2 HP damage, and they have you surrounded. The other choice is you make it back to the group. but you can no longer say anybody's name.
Oh,
Oh, that one, absolutely. Can Simmons say his own name?
No, Simmons can't say anybody's name.
Simmons can't say any names anymore after this decision.
Yes.
Third person.
Third person
Cannot
with
say
no
name.
names. This is fantastic. Perfect. Let's do it.
Have to refer to yourself as this one.
Oh no. This is gonna mess this one up a lot. This is a bad day for this little bat guy.
All right, Simmons catches up with the rest of you all. Well, that one catches up with the rest of you all. You see three, so let me explain what these guys look like to you. They're all the same color because that's the way that we tell that they're ghosts. But these bells are they are like silver bells, and under it is like a green flame, or like silvery green flame keeping them afloat. Like these are, and you can see in them corruption. You can see flecks of black ooze dripping down and like keeping a physical form. Like this is a corrupted ghost. This is somebody died, became a ghost, and then was corrupted. That became this. Like, don't feel bad for them. They are very much already dead.
Okay. Gemini throws a newspaper for 3 damage. If it misses, something breaks.
1000%. Roll me. Throw that newspaper. It did not miss.
Breaking news.
So, fucking, it clangs into that thing. One of them. Which one did you hit?
The one closest to Simmons.
All right, I'm gonna make you guys bigger again so that we can just have this fight here. Oh, I know you guys were down the road. Here, let's have the fight on the bridge because it just looks better.
On the big bridge. Is Greg around?
Young Greg? Ah, crap, I can't say name.
2
Third
damage.
person!
Oh god, we look weird.
you sure do.
Yeah, you guys on a weird scale. What's going on here?
We're stretchy. Also, weren't there only 3 of these guys? No, there's 4.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the 4th one.
Yeah, right.
There he goes. I think you guys look more. Nope, you look weird again. I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't know what's happening with that. Alright, so yeah, Gemini clangs a newspaper into one of them. Gemini, what was the headline of that newspaper?
Oh. Crunchy redacted, comma. What was the name again?
Simmons? Oh, Crunchy Redacted. What was the name again? That's the name. That's the article.
That's the headline, yeah.
Nobody can remember Simmons' name. Yeah, actually, nobody can say Simmons' name. You guys can all remember Simmons. It is not like you are forgetting who Simmons is at all. You just can't say his name.
Okay. I call him Buddy.
You can
pal.
call him Buddy.
Hey, Buddy. How you doing over there?
Awful.
I'm sorry, Buddy.
The sadder Simmons gets, the closer these things are getting to him.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. The sadder that little guy gets, the closer they're getting to him. Well, you guys can all do whatever you want right now. Like, one of them does have a dent in its like bell from the newspaper crashing into it. I think it like cracks it like the Liberty Bell situation.
Perfect.
But yeah, if any of you can do whatever attack you want, because you guys are all reunited. Simmons is this one is there.
So you could just like just attack a ghost, right?
For sure. How are you gonna attack a ghost?
I'm trying to figure out.
Presumably, if any of them just try to hit a ghost, there will be a negative outcome. Question mark?
Yeah. If you guys fail, they will give you some kind of they will hurt you, and then they're gonna give you a little something.
So, like, you can't really knock a section off of an incorporeal being.
Oh, the bells are solid. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like that's what I was trying to get at. The bells are physically tangible. My bad. And I realized I messed that one up twice.
Can I Can I use Slayer? It's a kill half of all nearby minions. So like 1.5?
Yeah. We could do that for sure. You still have to roll for that one, right?
It's an instant kill.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. The half could definitely be the one that was already hit,
Okay.
and that's the one closest to Simmons. So yeah, if that one's gone. Nope, sorry. The closest to Simmons now. Simmons' name was returned to him with that when that is destroyed.
Ooh, yes.
Simmons! Simmons!
Simmons, my boy!
This bat is very happy.
Oh, you lost the first. Like you're good. It was the same one that had both of its the negative things on you.
Yeah.
Cautiously, I am excited.
Look at you, man! Yeah.
All back to normal. Oh, to your true self.
So now that that one, now that that one is by itself, does it look scared? Is it okay?
Not even remotely. There's no fear. It's like it looks hungry in a way. Almost
do
like
you want a
squid-like.
snack that's not a person?
When I was saying it before, there is no good to these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, just making sure that like so when
Yeah,
you know,
no, I'm not gonna try to be friendly for no. Not.
it's
Not,
gonna
not
try
this
to
time.
pull this thing is gonna try to pull very used words from all four of you. I'm gonna roll its attack right now. Alright, in order we have Gemini, you are 1, Pim, you are 2, Rosie, you are 3, Simmons, you are 4. It missed Gemini completely. It has a tough choice for. So, Rosie, you feel it go into you, and you can no longer speak anything positive. You cannot say anything what might be considered uplifting to your party. If you do, you will take 4 damage. Simmons and Pim, what thing would you like to not be able to like it's your tough choice. What emotion do you not want to be able to represent without taking damage?
I would rather you tell me one.
All right. I don't think Pim can express rage.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
You have to be upbeat no matter what is happening in front of you.
Holy shit. Okay.
Simmons, you cannot in any way self-degradate. If you say anything negative about yourself for the rest of today's game, Simmons will explode.
The rest of the
It will deal 8 physical damage, and it will be comical as hell. But Gemini, it was you felt it digging into your brain. It was trying to remove food. But what does mentally it feel like for you to fight off something trying to stop you from saying things?
I think Gemini just goes head empty. And then there's just nothing for it to get into.
So this thing suddenly like you just hear a bell ringing and then it just vanishes. But in the back of you three's mind, you can feel that. You can just still hear the tolling of this bell that is stopping Rosie from saying anything positive about her party. That is stopping Pim from expressing any rage, and Simmons cannot say anything negative about themselves. It is 4 damage for if Pim does it. It is 4 damage if Rosie does it. It is 8 damage if Simmons does it.
Hey, that thing's gone. Good job, crew.
We did it.
We did it! Yay!
Across the bridge, you see a silhouetted figure. Oh yeah, wait, what did you just say?
Rosie
My bad.
woo-wooed.
It was like a really sad woo.
It's a sad. Okay, it sounded like a sad woo, and I'm good. I'll woo.
It was an awoo.
Oh well.
So the ghost is not gone. It's in their brains. But not physically present anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
And there is something at the end of this bridge that is like he looks familiar to Rosie. I don't know if Carrie will remember, but Rosie would as you reach the end of the bridge. And I would like to introduce you all once again to our friend Censor. Now,
You my fucking douchebag, stupid friend.
whole party takes 4 damage as Rosie says "fuck you" and douchebag to him.
The whole
As you
party
all-
does?
Whole party, each
Oh.
one of you feels like a massive, as though a hammer just smashed you on the temple.
What the heck just happened? Hello, friend! Gemini yells out.
Through the creases of this thing's armor leaks deep corruption. Like once a spirit of censorship, once a spirit of bureaucracy in its oops, sorry, I moved us too far. Like once a spirit of paperwork, once just a powerful spirit in and of its own right that took over a suit of armor. Now a corrupted giant creature that is waylaying language.
He sucks.
I can't wait to tickle him with love.
Hey, what's that? What's that little ball there? Just out of curiosity.
Ooh, I bet it's a bomb.
Yeah.
That's like one of those like censor the ash things, that the smoke spreading thing.
Like when you're in church and they do the
Like when you're in church.
frankincense and the myrrh
Yeah, that
on
thing.
Christmas Eve. Yeah,
But
that
it's also
thing.
on a flail, so.
We've this is an enemy.
Oh
We've
yeah.
decided this
yeah.
already.
hmm
Simmons is
Sensor
immediately
shot.
going to shoot that with the giant gun.
For sure. Give me a D20. Hmm. Okay.
Whoa. You suck too, Simmons.
Hey, I'm fantastic. I am a great shot. I've been doing training.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll
You
it
should have
one more
seen.
time,
You should have seen
Simmons.
how much I missed it before. The last time I tried to hit something, it was amazing how bad of a shot it was. But this is a lot closer.
Sorry, bro. We're doing a re-roll, not a make a 20. Get us one more roll, Simmons. We got pinch hitter. I
Okay.
really hope it's a 1. It's not. Okay. So like, yeah, you fire on that and it explodes. And well, let me ask you. You have 2 things that can happen here. You can shoot at it and aim for the chain above it and have it fall on the ground so you guys can collect it as an item. It doesn't lower the power of what's going on right here. Or you can destroy it flat out and that'll lower the power
Destroy
of it. Okay. So as you destroy it, you hear Rosie's like tirade, like calling him a fucking douchebag, come back again. And like he flinches away from it, and then you just hear like a cacophony of all like just fun swear words. No like slurs or anything, but you know, just like fuck is a fun word to say. Fuck, shit, like titty, cock, cunt, all that just comes flying out of this. And some that you've never heard before, Simmons, but they are imprinting in your brain pretty vividly. Like, Simmons knows how to curse in all languages now. I think all of you just know how to curse in all languages. Like, if you are trying to make your point across, even if you, like, to an animal, and you don't have speak animal, you know how to swear. More than anything, a really weird one is you all know how to say fuck in wolf. That's just a weird language to know.
This is a great talent to have now.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we know how to do this.
This sucks.
When you say hell, it's like pulled at you, but then like pushed away. He destroyed the thing. He destroyed the literal thing that stopped you guys from swearing.
So what you're saying is, because of that reroll, that was a great fucking shot.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And no, they wouldn't have been able to swear in other languages. They would have gotten hurt for that too.
Oh,
You guys would have been hurt no matter how you swore, except for you destroyed that fucking thing.
Perfect. Good job.
It like Sensor like reaches back and like he slams his hammer on the ground and just stomps near you. And how does, are there any like Kinger specific swears?
I mean, probably, yeah, absolutely.
He wouldn't swear though. He wouldn't say those kind of things. He's just like, it's like, I will destroy you and all the foul-mouthed creatures of your like, you fucking antlered ilk. And like he
I
raises
thought you
the
said he wouldn't swear.
I that was me. That was Alan saying you fucking
okay.
thing. I'm sorry, he didn't do that. Like he raises his hammer into the sky, and like you guys can see, it starts saying Lockstitch along the side of it, and he's about to like bring it down so nobody can say the word Lockstitch again. Like, that is the spell he is channeling right now.
Can I do a thing while he's doing
Yeah,
it?
go for it.
So, because I think it's funny, since I can't be rageful, I want to use Demon Days, which is literally like my Hulk ability. But since normally it's like rage fueled, I wanna swing it. So I'm gonna do it in the happiest way possible, and I'm gonna channel all of my positive energy into Demon Days. And so normally what happens is like a bunch of like the tentacles like shoot out of my back and stuff like that, and it gets all fucking crazy. And like I'm holding on to every weapon that I have, and it all starts flailing around, and I just do a bunch of attacks. But I want them to like come out all gracefully, almost like it's beautiful vines growing out, and my eyes are all big and glistening, almost like a cartoon character. And I'm like gently like flaunting over to him, all happy, and I want to hug his leg while all of my weapons are trying to kill him at the same time. So that is my goal here. Is love death.
It's like, I love the idea, like, Go-Go senses that this is happening, and she just, like, her head just peeks onto the scene.
Who's Go-Go?
It was a little toasty moment.
It really was a toasty moment. Go-Go is a clown. She lives on the boardwalk. She's amazing, and I love her.
She sucks.
Aw,
Go-Go
I love
sucks.
Go-Go.
She sucks.
Oh, yeah, of course. You can't say anything nice. That's fun. Give me...
Go-Go
Ah.
wishes she was cool.
Do we think, Pim, that this is 2d20 take the lower? Do you think it's hard for you, or do you think you got it?
I mean, the way that Demon Days works is the first attack has to be a success anyway, and then I just keep rolling until I fail. So it's already kind of a complicated roll. So it just stacks 3 HP.
Go for it. Give me the roll.
Okay. Nat 20.
And that 20's pretty sick. Where are you hitting? What are you hitting?
So I was hugging onto his leg, so I'm trying to take out his legs and get him to fall over.
Right. So, like, yeah. This is with your axe, correct?
It's all weapons. So all of my tentacles are out, and it's holding on to my axe, my both guns, my dagger, my morning star. All of them are going all at the same time for Demon Days. It's basically just a barrage, but it does 3 HP for each additional attack.
Yeah, absolutely. So as like you start like ripping into him, you see one of his shin guards like come flying off and land on the ground. So add to our collection of items, we have Sensor's shin guard. Somebody will add that, I'm sure. I will add it if nobody does. All right. What's your next attack? Is that it all just happens at once, right?
Yeah, it's all just kind of like continuously happening because like all of the weapons and the tentacles are going. So it's just like hit after hit after hit after hit. So it's just constant rolls until I
For
fail.
sure, yeah. Go ahead.
So, okay, there's another 3. What was that? I can't see it.
That one was a 2.
Oh, womp. Okay.
All right. So I think Sensor's spike and Sensor's shin guard, I think we have ripped off of him. But as like he sees you, like you're wailing at his leg, eventually like he just takes one big step forward and boom with the other leg, like square in Pim's chest. What? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm about to think to myself, but I accidentally did it out loud.
Pim, as you get like booted in the stomach by this thing, and this thing is like, it's like getting hit with a Volkswagen. is it's like foot size, you know? Like you just got basically hit by a car. You're not going down. It's gonna do 4 damage to you, and you're gonna be able to bounce back up. What's the very first thing that you say? The first word you say when you land, or once you like catch your breath?
Ow.
Okay, Pim. You have to make your next attack by only saying "ow," and we will interpret it how we believe what you are saying. I recommend motions with your character.
Motions with my character?
You can move your little token guy.
Oh. Okay.
You gotta sell us on what you're doing, but you can only use the word "ow."
Okay. Okay.
All right, Gemini, what you got?
Okay, I am going to play ability scroll fighter to use disarm.
I'm here for it.
I don't know if that means disarming the actual weapon, giant hammer thing, or just removing another piece, but like Gemini just runs up and like tackles into the bottom of the big hammer.
Absolutely. Give me a 20-sider. $18 though. Fuck yeah. Shit, so you snatched that hammer out of him like he was off kilter by kicking Pim in the stomach. And then like you snatch it. This thing is huge, Gemini. It's so much taller than how many? This is so many Geminis tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6.5 Geminis tall. But you got it. You grabbed it out of his hands. He's off kilter. You get a single swing with this thing before it crashes onto the ground.
Do I roll for that too?
Yeah, if you want to, unless you just want it to hit the ground.
No, I want to, use the momentum to swing it or do a big swing around and just try and smash this dude wherever I can hit him.
Oh, give me one more d20. I was gonna say give me 2 d20. That 16 will do it. So, where did you hit him with his own thing?
In the waist, like
All right.
right above the legs.
He crumples over, and he's starting to fall over. I'm gonna regret saying this out loud. What can't I say? Like, what linguistic challenge or like thing am I not allowed to say?
Pilot, this is a fun game. I like this game. You guys do crazy shit.
The word hit.
I can't say hit.
It should have been
Alright.
give me that roll.
Roll would have been strong. Alright, so whenever I say that word, I will take 4 damage. Or Sensor will take 4 damage.
Okay.
And Rosie, what are you gonna do? What's your plan here?
I don't know. This fucking sucks. So pretty much just stand here and do nothing like I have been this whole time because everything sucks. And yeah, Sensor is just a big old dumbass and I hate him. This whole thing is just... I don't know. He's just so boring. I'm bored by Sensor. He bores me to death. He sucks.
Give me a cider. Give me 2 20-siders.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is so
2
stupid.
19s? 2 19s in a row? Rosie's negativity bleeds into Sensor. And it's just like, you guys see him like getting like taking basically mental damage because something has been censored to act against its will. And he's just like, that's not what's happening. People aren't supposed to swear. They've got to watch their language. And like you guys see some like his head start to expand a bit and that helmet starts like billowing out. And then we're gonna add Sensor's helm to the things that you guys have, and underneath it is just like huge, like not rippling, like super long. I think we'll just do it. We'll just move on to the next stage. He breaks out of his armor. His armor collapses to the ground. The helm, the shin, and the spike, and the weapon we all still have. But now we are confronted with... He looks like a combination of what if scrolls were wrapped up like a mummy, but instead they didn't wrap his head and they just let that be like really long hair. And you just see written all over him, and you guys are fluent with them now, all the swear words of all the languages.
Hey, I
being
can
collected.
read all of that. This is fantastic.
Hey, you're pretty vulgar there, buddy. Just walking around with all that on display.
We are now facing the avatar of Vulgar.
It's not that impressive, guys. Chill.
Rosie, you can be cheerful again. Like, you just broke out of it in one go. Like, Rosie's optimism. Rosie has like a little like tiara, just starts, like, Rosie's princess tiara starts glowing.
Magical girl transformation type glow coming from...
Yeah, Rosie's just straight up, like...
Oh my god. I love you all so much. Thank you for bearing with me with my moods. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. Everyone has a bad day here and there.
Yeah. Girl, I'm loving this new attitude.
It's sure is something. Yeah.
Yay!
The Vulgar reels back, and you guys see tendrils of these, like, all of these what's like whipping around, like attempting, like, just slashing at you over and over again. This one is going towards Simmons. Don't worry, Simmons. Okay, Simmons. It got whipped at you. It's coming right for your throat, but you 100% stop it and turn the attack against it. What do you do? Like, in this moment, with Rosie's positivity right there, like, you nail it. Like, how did you stop it? And also hurt it.
I catch it. I just catch the tendril and I just like fling him.
With judo throwing it.
Yeah, using his own momentum against him.
It lands on its head, like, and just a tangled mass of, like, it just looks like a pile of, like, destroyed paper, like the edge of all of your notebooks where you just, like, draw little like little scribbles, and, like, where you just write fuck a whole bunch of times, or anything that you write on the edge of your paper when you're bored in class. Like, that is, like, he looks like a pile of those. And
is there just
go
like
ahead.
little heart in there underneath everything else? One little tiny heart?
You thought it was a heart, but it turned out to be a set of testicles.
I knew it was gonna be a dick. Okay.
Is there a cool S written in there anywhere?
Ooh, who considers the cool ass vulgar?
Somebody who really does not like expression of self. Just like, no, this is a test. You can't be drawing your symbols. Somebody who's completely out of touch.
It's upside down on Nika's screen, but it's right side up on my screen, so I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on here. Ah, there we go. Was it upside down or right side up for you guys?
It's right side up now for me.
Right side up now, but it was upside down.
That's so wild. It's been right side up the whole time.
What?
There we go. All right.
Now he's living on the edge.
Yeah, now he's sideways.
Yeah, he's still alive,
He's
right?
supposed to be sideways now. I want him on the ground.
Yeah. I think this is the perfect time for help.
All right, roll help.
Wow, I forgot about help.
So, is it too late to play the bingo natural ones?
Oh no, you can play the bingo.
Okay, because hey,
Oh, no, it doesn't count for me. It only counts for
Oh!
you guys.
oops, never mind. Sorry.
No, we're gonna be fine if you
Did you-
played it.
Okay.
I
So
forgot it
somebody
was a
needs to-
picture of me.
Okay, so we
How
just
cute is
one of us-
that card?
one of
Little
us
Tim
needs,
Mama.
yeah, one of us just needs to roll another one, and hey, 5 AP back.
Fun
Huh.
fact, guys, I used to roll really bad.
Fun fact, guys, I usually roll terrible.
I've always rolled amazingly well.
You sure have, and you still do.
Yep.
All right, let me
Fun
see.
fact. I love each and every single one of you guys.
I'm glad you're back.
Man,
Have we rolled a 9 before? I don't believe we have. Oh. With a 9, Gemini will summon a pillar of fire that burns so hot it temporarily removes the oxygen from a closed room.
Glad we're outside.
hot dog.
Feel bad for this tree.
This deals 10 damage. So where you rolled help? Where are you gonna put your help?
Like right on this dude's head.
That seems fair. Where is my roll 20? I've lost it. Nobody paid.
To imagine that Gemini fired help from the elephant gun, though.
Oh yeah, okay. What the little fireball and what it looked like on its way?
I think he just fired a regular ass bullet, but had channeled the spell help into it, so that whatever it hit would activate it. So just, instead of like the bullet hits, but instead of like the bullet going through, just a big ass fireball happens.
Just a
Just a big pillar of flame.
All right, and because we know, like we absolutely know that the way that help works is it's a positive and a massive negative, and a negative. Positive, we just set this thing on fire. Negative, what word did we just remove from the lexicon? Like, what word is no longer said?
Is it only swear words in other languages or in all of languages, or is it any
Something that is vulgar.
Amis.
Milking.
What did you say, Gemini?
Cummies.
Obese?
No, cummies.
Cummies.
Cummies. All right, everybody. We have
Oh,
all forgotten
cummies. I thought.
cummy.
Thank
Cummies
God
in
that word
all
didn't
ways
exist.
is just gone. But is it just cummies, or is it literally everything attached to that? Like, do we destroy the etymology of that word and therefore have defeated and deleted cum as well?
Sure.
Nice.
Stop.
Now we
Oh
all
my
have to use the
God.
adult term, everybody. We call it jism.
What am I supposed to
like
say
grown-ups.
now?
Good
Jism.
old fashioned ejaculate.
Yeah, you got
Um,
ejaculate and jism.
But that takes so much more emphasis and pronunciations. I can't just be like, I like it quick. I like to be like, yeah. That's a
You have
cum,
to
bruh.
you have to make up a new word
Splooge.
and write it in
We
the
got-
books in the
we
library.
got so many other like
Over and
things.
I
over.
just
every
went,
book.
guys. I just went.
Themes. Semen.
I just completed. That's what it was.
I've downloaded the file. I've unzipped the file.
I have arrived.
I have enjoyed myself to completion.
I was here.
You guys all suck. This is a great game.
We play a good game.
I did good.
If somebody isn't clipping this, I'm going to be very upset.
The concept of just I did good is
Done.
Dunzo.
don't say it in that voice.
You're good. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm
Yeah,
ready
just
to
make
go now.
signs. It's like I pew 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 pew.
Just finger guns. Just fucking finger guns.
Just a
Just make
smile.
whatever noise that turtle makes.
Just a smile.
All right.
And a nod. Then you'll know. Rosie just got done.
So
Cleaning the gun.
Yeah. Was fun.
Right.
This thing stands back up. Its head completely engulfed in flames, by the way.
Is it supposed to be sideways?
I'm slowly working on it. Nope. Yep. It's looking the wrong way now. See, on my screen, it's upside down completely.
Oh.
But I'm figuring it out. I'll make it work regardless. Alright. So this thing is doing quite bad. As far as like, well, HP and such goes, because it definitely took double damage from that flame. 9 is really strong unless you are inside when it happens.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, absolutely. Simmons just judo through this, and then it got smashed on the face with like a pillar of lightning. Not lightning, but fire. After Rosie just positivitied it to death.
It's such a vibe, right?
We play a pretty cool game. What you got for us, Pim?
Oh, it's still upside down on my screen.
Is it upside down on your screen? Because it's upside down on mine too.
Yeah, it's upside down on Roll20. So I can't show you how I want to show you.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I'm going to refresh it again. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Nika, can you refresh that one so I can try to fix it?
Oh, there
It
she
looks
is.
big in
Okay.
the way. Yeah.
That is what I was trying for right there, like the center of the screen. All right, now owl yourself and tell us how. And like, all right, everybody, listen to the owls, watch the movements, figure out what Pim's trying to do.
Am I moving me? Can you
Yeah,
see?
you go ahead and move yourself. Yeah,
Or can you see me moving me?
I cannot see you moving you.
You've got to put yourself down. but not
I
like
can't see
verbally.
anything, so
You've got to like move and drop yourself for it to update. Yeah. Now you're going. You're over. There you go.
Ouch. 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 Ouch, 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 Ouch.
Hey, Pim, are you doing okay? You keep saying ouch.
Ouch.
Seems like she just went through the front door at the end of that.
Gross.
Ouch.
Rosie
Okay.
throws him a band-aid.
Okay,
Just in
everybody.
case.
Pim just laid out her attack for us. What in the world did she tell us she just did or was gonna do?
I mean, obviously she climbed up his little tissue paper robes.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, this is it. Okay, Pim. You do everything that you were just doing, but you don't have to roll. Simmons, Gemini, and Rosie, each one of you are narrating one part of Pim's attack for us. So Gemini, Rosie, she's on the legs, like cutting up the robes. What does that look like for us?
You just see her grabbing onto these paper thin robes, trying to traverse this flowing garb of just disgusting BS. And she's just like clawing her way up there, determined as all hell to take this MF out. Come on.
All right, Pim, give me that first 20-sider.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, ouch.
Or it doesn't end it. It's just as Pim's like climbing up this thing, she has like a little problem. She gets like smacked in the face with a piece of graffiti. We're not going to talk about what was on that paper. We're not going to have to talk about it. But you have a very distinctive bruise, is what I'm saying.
Ouch.
Oh wow.
No, I'm not mushroom stamping Pim in like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's
not
what you
gonna-
just did. Ouch, ouch,
I would
ouch.
never do that. That's terrible.
Ouch.
Ouch. But okay, Pim, you take 4 damage right there.
Okay.
But you can keep going. I assume you're gonna keep going?
Yes. Sorry, I was
Alright.
writing down my current HP.
No, you're fine. Alright. So you've made it up to where you started doing like there are multiple ouches up here, but not as many ouches that were at the head.
Correct. Ouch.
Simmons or Gemini, what does the
Okay.
shoulder attack look like?
Well, before the shoulder, she right here grabs on and starts giving the biggest wedgie.
Oh, we're high school bullying this one.
Yes, just grabs some of the awful curse words there and just starts like pulling them up to the shoulder with her.
Pim, give me a 20-sider. Gemini, also roll a 20-sider.
Ouch. Ouch. What the hell?
Wow. But don't worry. What, Pim? You don't have to say "ow" for this part. What were you trying to do when Gemini just screamed, "Give it a wedgie"?
I was trying to stab it in the heart.
You
And that's
you
kind
find
of
that
what a
it's,
wedgie does emotionally.
So yeah, you go for the heart, like you see it, like it beating in there. It's a black, it almost looks like an ink bottle. Like, but without the glass around it. It's just this, like, the ink in an ink bottle in the shape of it. And it's just beating. And like you're about to hit the hit it, but you can't. As just as you start to, all of the wrappings like tightly get around it and just say fuck off. It's like and like, oi you cunt. And that's when just like Gemini just yells, give it a wedgie. I don't know if you actually give it a wedgie, but you do see some loose paper that you could just grab and yank as hard as you can.
With Gemini's motivation with a 16, I mean, I would think that I at least managed to give it a wedgie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I wasn't trying to like force you to give it a wedgie, is all I was saying. Like if you wanted to like rip it off something else. But yeah, here you go. You got the Band of Vulgarity. And most people would think this might be a ring of some kind. No, you got the elastic band of the Avatar of Vulgarity. Add that to our crafting list. Just
Nice.
you now gotta. All right. So, and now she's at the head, Simmons, and this is where she like put like a bunch of work in.
Lots of ows.
So the elastic band of vulgarity is what got torn off, I'm assuming, during that.
The wedgie went so hard, it like you guys just hear it rip.
Okay. This hair up here, is this also cords of, I mean, streams of what's it called? Vulgar isms.
Oh yeah, they're all terrible.
And this
It's
like
just,
mask.
in the wind, you just hear shit.
This is
all
the
right.
best monster that you've come up with. I need you to know that.
Get fucked.
This mask, is it like just on its face or part of its face, or
I think it's the last little bit of silver, or the last little bit of of the armor it had on before.
okay? I'm assuming, Pim, you have like a bitchin' knife with you, right?
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm assuming that all of the ouches were perforation to tear the mask from the rest of the vulgarity.
Absolutely.
All right, both of you two, give me a 20-sider.
If this is another 2, so help me God. I think this demo is
Just get
broken.
terrible 2s all by yourself.
Son of a bitch!
But don't worry. Always Simmons, like, you narrated it perfectly. That was exactly what she was doing. Oh shit, I took 8 damage. My bad. I said hit twice. 3 times now, but that one doesn't count.
Oh, hey, you're right.
Way to go.
Me just trying to keep myself honest. Like, it reels back, Pim, and like you feel like you can start speaking again as like, are you like pulling its face mask off now that you like gave all of the like, little punctures along
Yeah.
the side?
Yep, I am now just like with my like bare hands, and Justin's helping. We're peeling the mask off of this thing.
Oh yeah, Justin's body expands, and you see how like 4 spindly fucking like huge long limbs with way too long of forearms grab onto the mask, like almost like a monkey backpack of your own.
Yeah.
It's like 4 limbs trying to pull this thing back, but your wings are doing it just fine too, because like your wings are working here. And as like you rip backwards, you get you pull off Sensor's mask, and this thing screams and collapses to the ground, dripping the viscous corruption all onto the ground. It's like a pool of it is like growing outwards, and all the plants it's touching are dying as it's like this thing isn't dead yet, but it is on its way out. It makes one last pure like panic attack. I am gonna say I'm just gonna roll this so randomly who it hits, who it wants to hit. 2, which is Pim, which makes
Does
sense.
hits
Pim just did a
count, or
billion
is it just
damage
hit?
to it.
Is it hit or hits?
Shit! It just keeps exploding backwards. It completely misses. You guys see the hammer just swing off the ground and keep cracking this thing in the face every time I say the word hit. And it's just getting slammed into the ground over and over and over again until eventually it just explodes into dust.
So did it do any damage to me?
It did not, because it rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
I kept saying hit.
Dun,
Because
dun,
turns
dun.
out that's a tricky word for me not to say.
Good choice.
And there we are. We just land here. The whole area does feel like you guys can say any words that you want to. Like, you guys stop hearing the bells ringing in the back of your head. Like, you can feel however it is you want. But you guys do see. I'm going to show you where we are on the map, because I feel like that's important. We are right here. Like, this giant purple tree is probably this tree. Like, the cemetery, we know, is right beyond Belltown. Gemini, at your feet is a gravestone, and it's coming out of the ground like, you know how like pumpkins and squash and stuff grow? Like just not like that, like potatoes. It's coming out like a potato. It's like peeking out, and like at first it just looks like a normal stone, but if you like dig at it to like let it out, it will slowly push itself all the way up, and then a little plot in front of it will start like mounding itself.
What does it say? What does it say?
Do we want?
Here lies Cummies.
Here lies Cummies.
I thought that was gone from the lexicon.
It is gone from the lexicon.
Yeah.
Wait, what was his name?
Unless it's an actual proper name. I mean,
It
if
can be a
somebody's
proper
name
name.
was Cummies, then okay, it could still say that.
I think it like when it comes up, it doesn't have a name on it yet, and then like instead of a mound, we just have an open grave.
Definitely backing up away from that grave.
I can use this opportunity to connect to this world's Pim by laying in the grave.
Buries you.
I'm becoming one.
So, like, you all, like, that was something. Like, you guys recognize the threat coming from the west. Like, there are ghosts coming, and there's a lot, like, you guys as anomaly detectors are going off like crazy. Like, whatever got stolen from Belltown has stopped holding the ghosts back. The entire western side of Folksong is infested with ghosts. Like,
And you said that we could kind of like see them sort of drifting this way.
you can see the mist has a slight green tinge to it. Like, so all this mist in the background here, like, you know that's ghosts.
Are they like the corrupted ghosts or just regular ghosts?
A little bit of both. Like, any time that you do start to see some of them get a little bit too close to like these little pools of corruption that are seeping out of the ground like oil.
Simmons puts up a little sign that says, "Ghosts, please stay on that side of the line of this sign. Thanks."
Oh, roll me a 20-sider. Actually, roll me 2 20-siders and take the highest. Tough choice.
Okay.
Okay, so you can write a sign that will keep the majority of ghosts away, but will be attractive to certain ones. Like certain ones that, like the violent offenders, if you will see the idea that it's just like, oh no,
So,
I
all the
want
good
to
ghosts
become.
stay back, but all the badass motherfuckers just come right in.
Yes.
Okay.
Or we can reverse it. Do you want a
Only good
lot
ghosts?
of little problems, or do you want a couple big problems?
Oh, this is a good. What's funnier? Now, when you say little problems, do you mean like harassment or like horror movie problems?
Horror movie problems.
So either horror movie problems or apocalypse scenarios is what we're looking at.
Yeah, do you want 1 or 2 Bloodborne bosses in the world, or do you want to unleash trolls
All of
too?
the rest of the enemies in the entire Bloodborne world that aren't bosses.
I was more thinking like critters. Like,
Oh God, I hate that
something
movie.
small but a problem.
Critters is so
Definitely
fun though.
That one, definitely that one. Critter scared the
Okay.
shit out of me as a kid. I gotta
Okay,
go
so
with that.
alright, you 4, you're gonna see it happen. One of these ghosts is gonna get corrupted right in front of you. What does the small little problem look like? Like, is it like critters? Is it like a small little ball of hate and fur?
It definitely opens its mouth as wide as Critters ones too, like the unhinged jaw of a Reach toothbrush commercial from the 90s.
I hated those commercials. Wow, that was enough to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely the jaw that opens way too far.
Yeah, my teeth would be amazing to brush if they fucking opened like that, you dickheads.
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining them more like munchies. Which was another like Gremlins and Critters like. It's like a bunch of little goblin-y dudes with giant mouths.
Okay.
Oh, they got tiny heads in this little picture I got here.
Mm.
And they're wearing like sweet jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
They really do have sweet jackets on. Okay. Alright, so little goblin-ass guys can bend their heads all the way back with 2 large of mouths. Excellent. And the carries, Pim and Rosie, what do we got? Give me one more aspect apiece. It could be a weakness if you guys want it to be a weakness, or if you just want to make them even creepier, go for it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the really awful movie Munchie. Ugh.
Oozing. Lots of leaking. Lots of oozing.
Oh,
Is it out of the
solid.
mouth or just everywhere?
I'm glad we didn't get rid of the word moist.
Ugh.
Lots of moisture. Lots of
Got all
moist
the moisture.
bitties. Little tittlebittles.
They don't talk, but if they do, they talk like an old Jewish woman from New York City.
Get me my Benson and Hedges. Don't you forget the paper either. I need my funnies.
Go to Dwayne Weeds.
Ruth Bernstein, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it.
I'm
What?
covered in all this corruption. Need a shower.
What if they're like specifically like kleptomaniacs?
Okay. So what
bet
they
they
want to do
take
is they want to
things.
steal things. So we got tiny little leaking, oozing goblin creatures with mouths that don't quit, but they steal shit. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, everybody. You guys gather up the stuff that you were after. The shin guard, the spike, the helm, then also the mask,
The
and
band.
you got the band.
And the hammer, right?
And the hammer. Yes, of course, the hammer.
Yeah.
So did we bring like one of the pamphlets from the like the quests from the quest board with us?
Yeah, sure, that makes perfect sense. Like
Can-
that makes sense of the thing that you guys would have done.
Like looking at it, has anything changed from destroying this creature?
It has. You see the locations around the left side and around the west side of Folksong again. It had been multiple towns that had been just blighted, like that had been censored out of existence. But now you see them. It's just like they're just small little like villages around the way that don't actually show up on our larger map.
Definitely not in danger from ghost goblins.
Oh, they're in crazy amounts of danger now. And most and
Well,
like
the
looking at
adventures
it
are
is the
probably
quest.
still out here, right?
Yeah, not yet. The adventures that didn't die to censor, which a couple of them did.
It's totally all nobody. He doesn't kill people. Come on, we would have been fine.
Roll me a 20-sider. All four of you roll me a 20-sider. Let's see if we can find some of the adventuring people that if they survived or not. Man, some of you roll really
Here
low.
comes Rosie.
There's that third too.
Gemini, man, it's like you find some people fully wrapped up in like not red tape. They're wrapped up in black sensor bars all over them, like a cocoon situation, or like a spider silk thing, and they're just hanging from a tree in the background.
Hey Simmons, you got some AP and HP back.
Woo!
He's like one of them, just like all of them, just like. And I think there's four of them because it's a full adventuring party. Let me get a token of some kind.
I'm already token.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't have a token ready to go. But you guys, hold on. There we go. You guys free the leaping lemurs from captivity. They came out here to fight Censor, but they lost. Badly. One of these is like undead, or maybe not undead. You guys gave him a revive. It's just like they see Rosie immediately, and they're like, "Oh, of course. If anybody was going to save us, it'd be Tomb Squad." And then they look at the rest of you. You're not Tomb Squad.
Nope.
I am with For the Queen.
These are my homies.
I know
Except my
you
undead
guys.
never work like that anyway. You guys don't have to worry about that. And he's not like a zombie or anything. He just came back to life. It's like, For the Queen? Those are dancers. What's a dancer doing out here? Oh, shit, is that Simmons?
And I had a run-in with these guys back when I was still with the Nightmares in the swamp.
And it's like,
You did?
also, we're all part of the Wander crew at some point or another in our lives.
I thought you guys rebranded.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, no. We've all at some point been part of Lockstitch. We're all buddies.
I heard he went to space. Not only is he a dancer, he's a space dancer.
Yeah.
Space isn't real.
Also, secret recipe and for the za.
But more
They all look
topical,
at each
did you
other.
see how he threw that giant hammer on that big ass thing that just died? That was a big hammer.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
I wish I had. My eyes were wrapped up in some black tape.
Did you feel
Oh, you
the,
didn't have
the-
one of
the
these
impact?
cool freaking blindfolds?
Pretty sure the
Is he
impact
still
made that
wearing the
tree sway a
blindfold?
bit.
You guys obviously sent by Chester. Where else would you get a prescription blindfold?
Oh yeah.
You guys just could have just. he was
Rosie's
sent by
been wearing the
Chester.
blindfold the entire time. She's been doing this all blindfolded. I don't need nothing but my intuition.
She's like, I don't need anything but intuition and attitude. That's all I got.
That's right. A little bit of moxie. We got it.
So yeah, you guys all can return back to folk song, and like the lemurs will come with you. They'll be at the bar. They'll be super happy. Chester will be there to listen to what happened. He's just like, well, thank you for dealing with that. I'm glad to have my quest board back accurate so we can send people out there. We're gonna need to help those people out there. Any clues on what's going on with the library, though?
There might be ghosts in it soon.
What's going
I
on with
switched
the
our screen.
library?
I don't know if Nika did, or I think she might have to refresh.
What's going on with the library? Are you seeing shadows in the library?
No, the library's been closed. It's surrounded with red tape. They won't let me in, and nobody will talk to me about it.
Interesting.
Is
What? What?
where is the library again?
It's in town.
Have you just tried to have you tried to open the door? Have you knocked?
Have you
Like-
knocked 3 times at least?
You got knocked
Hey,
twice
can
on the
you-
pipes if the answer is no.
That's true. Is there anybody stopping us from just walking up to the door?
There's nobody stopping you from walking up to the door. There is a lot. The entire building is basically saran wrapped in red tape.
Well, you just cut through that. It's fine. I'm
Right.
assuming it doesn't cut. I'm assuming no matter what happens, it just doesn't cut.
I don't know why you would assume that without trying.
I'm gonna.
We
Yeah.
should
Okay.
Try.
Yeah. Just try to tear that shit open. Cut it up.
Roll me a 20-sider. You do manage to dodge the backlash of Beromancer magic that fires out of it like a fucking red axe blade. Like an inch, 2 inches to the right, it would have cut your left arm clean off. It just goes flying into a stone wall and just cleaves it.
Well,
Aw.
that wasn't very nice.
Is it physical? Like, is it a physical axe?
Yeah, it's a physical axe made out of red tape.
So like, is
Well-
it still there?
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Can I just pick it up?
For sure. This is a the red tape axe. It is indestructible, and is indestructible because if anybody attempts to destroy this item, another smaller axe will come flying out of it and attack them.
This is the best thing I've ever heard of.
It deals 4 damage.
Hit the tape with the red tape axe.
Unlimited weapons. Just
Then
makes you duck.
You're the person attacking it though.
But I'm attacking the red tape.
Then it will fly out. Another axe will fly out at you. Are you going to try to block it with your red tape?
Hell yes. That sounds amazing. This is the worst, best idea that's ever
This
happened.
is a terrible idea.
We could all get axes this way.
Infinite axe, yes.
Infinite axe.
Axi for the masses. Axi for the masses.
Master puts on a helmet and jumps behind a bunch of sandbags.
Puts my
Yeah.
arm in harm's way.
Give me a 20-sider. You're not gonna have to roll for every time you swing. I think this one is gonna basically choose and decide it.
Oh god, alright. So this is all the marbles.
14, absolutely. You get. All right. So as you cleave through it, another giant axe comes flying out. And how do you dodge it? Like you knew it was coming at least.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing that I did with the what's it called, the vulgar avatar, and like try to grab it and like do like a little backflippy thing.
Which is judo throw and everything.
No, just catch it and like use its momentum to spin me around.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys see the red tape cut right down the middle, and like it is like moving, like it's going to reattach itself. But you guys have a moment to just bum rush the door.
Gemini, you first. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Everybody behind the big guy.
Sorry, I zoned out big time because it's like somebody was talking to me. What are we doing now?
Running through the red
Opening
tape.
in the
library.
Door, running into the library.
Going to like go.
Oh,
Just go.
yeah. Well,
We did
help,
it.
help.
No, not right now. You don't
Okay.
want to hit it again.
So, Gemini just starts like doing a cool dance and uses his like enhanced staff. You know, he's like doing a twirl, like does a little bit of pole dancing, and then like does a big strike with his staff, multi-tool staff, that has been enhanced with dance power and bismuth to smash into it.
the door.
What?
Yeah, into the door. Break it open, do 6 damage. I assume I need to roll.
No, absolutely not. You're solid on being able to attack an inanimate door as
Okay.
it shatters inside as you guys cut through the red tape. Fucking closed off library. Multiple dragon librarians inside, like just looking with huge eyes, just like, what in the world are you doing in here? We sealed this place off.
We're here for learnings.
I have to return a book.
I admire you. Okay, hold on. And she like comes down. She is currently like, you see her with a shovel, like and massive like gardening gloves. She has a mask on, like a like like a modern day mask, like a surgeon mask situation. Massive gloves. She's got little booties on her feet. All the dragons around this place do. And she's just like, okay, which book did you take out? It's like, and she opens up her like book. She's like, puts her hand out.
I pull out the the journal that Chess gave me, and go, "Oh shoot, this was the wrong one. Can you write me an extension in this one just so that I know like that I can have another day to return it so I don't get in trouble? I don't want to fine, but I just need somebody to proof that like somebody gave me the okay."
Nobody's gonna give you this okay. We need all library books back pronto. Did you not get the memo?
I know that's
I
why.
need your
That's
library
why
card.
I
I'm gonna need your library card.
I'll give it. I'll bring it to you. I promise. But I just want to make sure that like I don't get stopped by the guards and put in jail, so that I can't return the book on the way back. I don't
The
want to get.
guards should put you in jail. As we told
you need the
everyone,
book
return
back
all
first.
library books immediately.
Right, but if
Oh,
I can't
which book did you
bring you
take?
the
Which book did you? I need your
I don't
library
even
card. Which book
remember
did you
now.
take out?
It's just-
What's the book?
I left it at home. I can't even remember now because I'm so frustrated. I just need. Can you just give me
You're
a day,
frustrated.
please?
We're dealing with a plague of knowledge here, and you're frustrated?
A plague
Listen,
of knowledge.
Is that?
What do you mean a plague? Plagues are bad. What do you mean plague?
Well, since you're in here anyway and very well contaminated, you guys see the red tape form a wall behind you. It looks like none of you are leaving for a while. Put these on, and she hands you over just like some HVAC suits, basically.
Do we still have the axes, or did they like appear into the red tape?
They definitely like they. You still
Absorbed.
have one.
Okay.
I'll let you keep your first one.
What's the librarian's name? Did she tell me?
I believe
tell
her,
me.
I can't remember her name. I think it was like Dora or something. It just says Librarian Dragon right here. I wasn't ready for her to act. I didn't think you guys would try to get into the library because of your fucking track records.
Normally we just burn them down instead of trying to go in.
I figured you guys would stay away from it for fear of burning it down, but that's fine. We got
There's still time.
Would have
a little
cast
while.
help.
We still got a chance.
Should have cast help.
I'm
What's
glad
the worst that could have happened?
you could have set the library on fire. Did you need the library to be set on fire? You said there's a plague.
Yeah,
There's
did
a
you need us
plague.
to like take care of business? Quote unquote. Rosie does your little finger air quote things. You know.
The librarian looks at Rosie and she's just
Business.
like, of course Tomb Squad is here.
This is not Tube Squad.
This is 1/4 of Tomb. Well, 1/80th of Tomb Squad at this point. You guys
If
are
you
growing
round
very
up.
large.
If you round up, that's all of Tomb Squad.
And she's pulling a little red wagon full of books, and she's just like, okay. The long story of it is, and she looks at you all. Well, you're all Lockstitch, at least as far as I know. Our past is changing. History that we know to be the truth, that we have empirical evidence for, is changing right before our eyes. We have stories of you, pointing at Pym, being responsible for the foundation of Mousehome. We have stories in our non-fiction sections that say two of your members, Peanut and Rupert, founded Digburg. These predate your arrival to this place. It is terrifying that you are becoming part of our past, our shared past. And we remember it different. Those who work in the library remember it different. But then Joe Smo on the street, even Chester, the most kissable, fully believes in a past that did not happen.
So you know, but the book says different.
The books say different.
Who wrote the book?
Depends. And like a lot of them, he like flips through them. Some of them are authors that you have absolutely no idea, like known historians from this side of the world, just people that normal people.
Can
Are
I
they still
see
around?
the Mousehome book?
The Mousehome book was probably the Mousehome book was definitely written by shit, what's his name? You shot him. He joined Toon Squad. Little mouse guy.
Willoughby.
Not Willoughby.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Brom. Brom is who I'm thinking of.
Oh, Brom.
Oh, okay.
The little golden book one is like the Mouse Home Golden Book is written by Brom.
I love it.
Brom is a friend. Brom was there.
Brom was not there 200 years ago at the founding of Mouse Home. Brom was not there when the leader of Yoke signed a trade agreement for the massive amount of cheese that Mouse Home receives yearly. Brom was not there. The Wanted, and like we know you, we recognize you from the book, was not there when they had their civil war.
Simmons raises his hand.
Yes, Simmons. Thank you for raising your hand. It's very appreciated.
Can
she
I
hands
point
you
out?
a little treat.
Oh, this is really?
It's a little hard candy. One of those
This-
amber ones.
Thank you. Thank you. Simmons immediately puts it in his mouth and says, because it's big for him because he's a little guy. But anyway, what he's trying to say is, isn't this world magic? Like, magic exists. Is there a way that these things could be true still?
She looks over and she's just like, yes, magic exists. And then she like wheels out a whiteboard out of like the side room. And she's like, and here is the fundamental levels of magic. And she slaps it with a little like pointer. She's like, this is the line that folk song has existed on. And it's just like, it's pretty high near the top of it. And take, for example, seasonal, and like it's a different colored line a little bit underneath it. Some size bone meal, like lower. As far as we're aware, folk song is one of the most magical places in this world. But then, you all show up, pointing to Pym, not to Rosie or Simmons. I guess you would point to Gemini, but Gemini is like kind of separate from it, because he was in space. And like she shows you, like she draws the silver thimble spike, which is basically, it's like Everest compared to any other normal mountain in a spike. It's more than twice as magical as Yoke is, as folk song is. It's just like you have thrown the balance off wildly.
Gemini saw the.
Why me personally?
Oh,
Well,
I
then
want to
you're
point out,
part of the crew.
as soon as Gemini saw Simmons get candy, his eyes went wide and his hand has been up since.
Oh, excellent. You have a question.
Have there been any weird stories about me? Because I was in space when all this happened.
No, we haven't. And she hands you a little amber candy. Thank you. We have done
Awesome, thank you.
extensive research on parts of your crew. The ones who showed up later do not seem to have the same effects, and those from this world also have our ability to share the original memories. But it gets foggier and foggier the more books that have changed, and it's just like look here, and they like show you like an ancient map. It's like, this is what seasonal looked like hundreds of years before you arrived. And then you, in the center of it, you see the island that the silver thimble is on, and you see little houses that are very obvious, the academy and stuff getting built. Something is wrong.
Rosie holds up her hand.
Yes, Rosie.
May I have a candy, please? I don't
If you-
really have a question. I just really feel left out.
Oh, no, two candies. Oh, and here you are, Pim. I'm sorry. And like she pulls it
Thank
back.
you.
No, she
Thank
does
you.
give it to you. She's like, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all welcome. Now, I'm terribly sorry. None of you are going to be able to leave this building for the next week or so. Don't worry, we have snacks.
Why can't we leave?
We are all quarantined. We are worried that the knowledge may also spread between people.
What if the knowledge is like, I don't want to say the cure because that sounds stupid, but what if having the knowledge that the past is changing can help prevent people from forgetting that it existed? Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Our concern with that is people are going to start trying to remember things that they wanted them to be. And with everybody consciously trying to remember things, and everybody remembers things a little bit wrong, then there's every chance in the world that we will end up with a split, a fractured past.
Would that what would that effectively do to now?
All of our history books will be wrong. All
Okay,
of them.
but
Think
Don't
about
they?
it this
Aren't they
way.
changing with it though? Like, so they would be right.
yeah, good point.
New
They would
stuff
be right.
happens all the time, and things have to change. And I mean,
Just because the books say it doesn't mean it needs to happen.
But you could have like 4 or 5 different versions of history at that point, and then you could have
Yeah.
like that
She
many
just
different
throws up. She
libraries.
throws up into her mask as soon as you say 4 or 5 different versions of history. She's
and I mean, at this point, I
sorry.
mean, with the convergence happening, all things are true. All different versions of history are real. This is just fact now.
she looks and she's like, I see. And she like peels off her mask and throws it away. Washes her face, puts a new one on.
Should we have masks? You gave us these suits, but were we supposed to put them on?
You should have put the whole masks on. You should have put the suits on, but that was before I knew that
I'm just
you were
holding it.
just plague rats, willing to spread this disease. I cast you out of my library. Go.
Wait, we can
Starts,
go.
starts heading for the door.
Oh, for real? Can I bring some of these snacks you promised us?
Fine, you were really nice. Here's
Can you-
here's a bowl
You
of my
missed,
candies.
ma'am. Thank
Is-
you.
Is there
Rosie
any way
just
you'd be
starts
able to
shoving.
give us like a missive so that we can let the rest of the crew know in your words what the problem is, so that we don't screw up the translation?
I am not helping you anymore.
We know we want to help you.
Yes,
No,
I mean,
not the way that you want to help me. I feel like we might be at odds in this one.
That's why I don't want to be the one that brings the words back, because obviously I'm getting it wrong.
I don't want you to spread anything from in here. I don't want anything said
letting-
in here to get out.
But you're letting us go.
Yeah, you're letting us go. So as soon as we
How
walk
can I stop
outside,
you?
what if we
Physically,
just...
you could
Yes,
you
ma'am.
burst right through that door like it was nothing. That is
Oh,
our
do you want me
strongest
to-
magic.
You want me to put it back together for you? I can make you a new door.
It'll I mean, the door is like less than necessary. It's actually the red tape that is more the problem. Like
Well, you know, when you put up the red tape, you kind of just invited people to come knock on the door.
Oh, really? A giant wall of red tape said, "Come on in."
Well, I
Those
said,
are
hey,
meant
something
to be
weird is
broken.
going on behind here. You need to fix it. You need to figure out what's going on. If you would just put
Did you
up
see
a sign
anybody
that
else
said,
walking up and down the street thinking, you know what, I need to burst into that library, the magical library that holds all of our information in it? That's a place
You-
that I need to go.
you could have
the
just put up a
multiple times
sign
that we
that
put
said,
up-
we're on lunch, and then nobody would have worried about it.
But who doesn't wanna go to the library?
A lot of people want to go to the library, but nobody goes to a library that's wrapped in red tape.
So you didn't even have nobody wanted to go to the library. You
It
didn't
was
have to do
wrapped in
anything.
red
I mean,
tape.
it's just make something not allowed to. It means I gotta.
It's just red tape. It's not even caution tape.
Obviously, the effect didn't have, you didn't have the effect that you wanted on people, because we are here. We are here now. Obviously, this is happening, so your tape didn't mean nothing.
What you needed is caution tape.
Caution tape would have
Yeah.
been a much better idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
What
good
is
idea.
yellow-
caution tape?
Tape like they use for crime scenes and special victims in units.
I mean, I'm still gonna want to go in there.
But at least you
Me
know you have to
too.
be cautious if you go in.
It's you'd be less. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't have just bursted right in. We might have just cautiously tiptoed in, or I don't know,
Something along the lines of
slid
like
in.
chemical spill, or
It's pretty sure somebody knocked it. Like somebody came up to it, knocked. Then when nobody answered, I immediately heard cutting. I heard our trap go off and thought, "Hey, successful." Turns out, no. Got a
I
bat
couldn't get a
carrying
chance
one of
to
our
knock. I had to
axes.
go through I had to get through the tape to be able to. You should have put the tape inside the door. So
And then
people
you
How
guys
could
were
still
giving
knock.
away
Supposed to get an
free
extension on
access.
his book.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Free access is like that. That's you're gonna get people to come asking for
Access is
access.
supposed to
You're just
kill
giving them
you.
away.
If you
This-
don't want people showing up, you could have just put a sign that said "out of books."
Also, I mean, if you're gonna
Yeah,
put up an axe trap,
or,
make sure it
like,
actually hits.
Go away, or just effing go away.
We didn't want to raise alarms. So
You,
Rose
you're not. You
for
don't want to
remodeling.
raise alarms. You just wrapped your whole library in red plastic.
is this your first time in folk song?
No, it's not.
Then you should
Actually,
know.
I
This
don't like
city's a little
music,
bit
but
weird.
again, I don't like your attitude.
I'm
so...
going to point back to the chart. She points back to the chart. She's just like, this, we were the most zany. You all really skewed this motherfucker. They got to start grading on a curve because of you all.
ouch.
It's like, and now you got me swearing.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Kill the big censor guy.
Yeah, the Avatar. He released all those words, so now it's not our fault that you're swearing. It's his.
Yeah.
Also,
Censor
I'll
is
have you
piggybacking
know-
all this. If you want to
Yep.
blame somebody, you need to blame Censor. It was his fault.
Hold on.
Also, we know how to
His
swear
old
in every
tattered
single
ass.
language, so.
So all the ghosts are bad now.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. She just she reaches in, like, you see an ancient pack of cigarettes, and she just, like, pulls one out and puts it to her lips and just, like, lights a cigarette and just starts smoking. Holy fuck.
You
You're
can't
like a
smoke
dragon
in the
version of
library.
Peanut.
You're gonna ruin the books.
Yeah, a bunch
She's-
of ghosts got corrupted. Us, whatever was holding them back failed, and a lot of them became these horrible monstrosities with really big mouths. So it might be safest in here, honestly. You might want to get as many people in here as possible.
Kim is swatting the cigarette out of her hand and stomping it out, going, that's a fire hazard, right?
I'm a dragon! And she breathes fire as she yells dragon.
And
You
the
should definitely
whole
get out of
library goes up in flames. And it wasn't
Rosie
on
lights her little pipe with the dragon flames. This is the best even flame I've ever had.
The whole library burns down.
Are all the librarians dragons?
Yes.
You this is a problem. You need to rethink this. Here's what I think you should do.
Fuck are you to tell us what we need to
Listen.
do with our library, our
Listen.
culture?
I'm not trying to take your culture. I'm just trying to say you should make your books out of something that's not flammable. If you just get upset and just burn things by accident, like you just lit you caused a small fire in here. You really need to not do that. Or you need to make books that are impervious to fire, so you don't have to worry about idiots like us coming in and smoking in your library
Yeah,
and lighting
If
it on
you're
fire.
gonna
by accident.
smoke,
We
you should
weren't
take it
smoking in the
outside.
library. She was.
If you're gonna smoke,
I
do
am
it
now,
outside.
but that's because I saw this bitch lighting up, so I was like, hey, when in Rome.
We're gonna be stuck in here for at least another week. I need you all
Gemini
to
pours
leave.
a glass of his from his infinite wine and just hands it to the librarian.
She takes it. Thank you. And she just pounds it back and slams the glass back down. And she's like, now, everyone, if you are not going to take the proper precautions and wear these hazmat suits, I cannot allow you any further in here. And I don't even want you in here any longer. It's just like, no, I will not be giving you detailed plans because I can only assume that you will be using the detailed plans to work against us. It's like, I understand that you disagree with the way that we think the past should be preserved, and that's fine for you. That's fine. But please leave my library in peace. The reason
Okay.
they are just asking you and letting you leave is because if you wanted to, there is nothing they could do to stop you. Like, you four could run this like whole library over, no problem. These are all commoners and minions in here, and while there might be a couple dozen of them, they are no threat to you.
Do I get to keep my library card if I leave?
Do you guys want to
Oh.
start running this library?
I mean,
Do you want
could
to
we have like
rewrite
a
history?
Toon Squad fan fiction section?
Sure.
If you guys
Do any of the
on-
ghosts show up? Can they go
No,
through the shielding? The
the ghosts
protections?
are they're still going to be mostly on the other side
Oh,
of the
okay.
barrier until like things will continue to happen, like unless we fix a couple things that have happened already, then ghosts will become more prevalent, but as of right now they're still very much on the west side.
Alright.
If
What
you
were
guys
you
want
gonna say?
to,
Yeah.
like if you guys want to, for sure, you can put the hazmat suits on and just wander around this library for a week, and then you guys, each one of you, can tell me a story from another player, another character that is from Liminal, that is like their history in this world. Like, you will each find a history book, like a non-fiction, because that's all that's in here is non-fiction. But it will tie one of our like crew members to the history of this world.
I just realized something. You said Peanut had been in retooled origin story stuff, right?
He sure has.
So being in space when it all happened doesn't mean shit here. Like,
Not after a certain point.
wow. Okay.
The longer you guys are here, the more that your history will start blending with this place. That's what's
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
So if you want to find, if you want to stay,
touch your history though, because that sounds icky.
Except like Simmons and Rosie are fine because they're from here. Like their history isn't going to get changed. But
Oh, all right.
Kim?
Well then, hey, what's up with it, guys? I mean, Simmons, what
Kim,
you
you
want
might
to
be
do,
able to-
bud?
I just want to be able to keep my library card because I want to be able to come back in when it's open.
then you have to stay and help.
I will help you, Simmons, if you'd like to stay.
She hands you the
Weeball.
hazmat suit, and she's just like, "All right, get to work. If you
Can
guys
I-
are gonna stay, here's what you're looking for: any story that predates the last year's arrival of the Silver Thimble." And like she has like a timeline. The Silver Thimble arrives here. Anything before this date that mentions any members of the crew needs to be quarantined, separated away from all other books.
Sure.
Okay.
All right,
Research
everybody.
project.
Put
Kim's
on your.
antlers immediately poke out through the hazmat suit.
I think the hazmat suit actually like kind of goes around them to make like because a lot of these dragons have horns too.
Perfect.
Can I fill the inside of this with mosquitoes first?
Of course, however it is that you write things.
Is there a hole for my tail?
Absolutely.
Good, because it's wagging, because I'm excited.
And everyone's like, yeah, I'll help, but let me handle something real quick. And he steps outside and gets on his communicator and starts talking, like giving a very brief, like, yeah, we're staying here for a week. Doesn't give any more details, just be like, yeah, we're staying here for a week. Bye.
That's true. You can
Mhm,
go outside the door, but not past the red tape because they made that little patio there.
Just Gemini reaching his hand out through the tape, like texting people.
Yeah. And then he's like, now, Can we run out and save people if any of these ghost goblin monster thingies attack?
You will not know if anything attacks, but nothing is going to attack. Don't
Okay.
worry. I will leave the city safe. But you guys do not need liminal natives. That is anybody in the silver thimble that wasn't from this world works fine. Probably do yourselves. Like, Pam, find something that has to do with you and your family in here, and that will work just fine. And Gemini, if you want to find like a cookbook or something.
Yeah, I think Gemini's history is like literally exactly the same. Other than like instead of, you know, liminal, it's just changed to. What's the
Look
name
like
of the side we're based on?
You guys are normally on the side called seasonal.
Seasonal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, seasonal is side number 1. This is folk song that you're on right now, and you
So
are in the
Gemini's just
city
from
of York.
seasonal instead of liminal.
Yep, there you go.
And
Like-
that's like finds that it's like, you know, fast because like it was established like you know the secret recipe was still around, so I can't imagine it was too different.
Fucking just finding. It's like, oh, look at that! It's my old. Like, it's like a cookbook with a dust sleeve that says Gemini was born on seasonal, and
Yeah. Just
Part in
interviews
all the,
with
yeah,
him.
the stories for the recipes and like every website you go to.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. This is how I found stink flower ale. It's like, and why it exists here now, because like, and I don't know if it ever grew here before, but it grows here now.
Mhm.
All right, everybody, and Pim, if you want to come up with something, absolutely. If you've got something in mind right now, you can hit us with it, or if you just want to like sit on it for a second.
I was thinking something about like the forest town we were from with the tree houses and everything, and the chinchilla guardian.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think you even see like in-depth embossings of like the area around it, and how the Tingers have a long culture of being the aides for the forest, that they guard it and they keep it safe from, and it definitely, there's a thing that just says unruly elementals.
Unruly.
And that the Warble Tingers have a way about themselves that can handle those creatures where other things can't. So they have been used since time immemorial, like since the beginning of time, to move these creatures.
Sounds good to me.
And it's very like Grimm's fairy tale is the art style, like Scandinavian like folklore embossings. If you guys have ever seen those kind of things, that is the kind of thing. But while you're doing this, you guys are just wearing hazmat suits, having to go through books, and it's gonna be kind of boring because it's literally just you guys skimming books until you see the reference of somebody else's name that you know.
Glorious.
So there we go. That is gonna be the end of this one.
Good job, everyone.
Good job. We fought censorship, people.
We fought censorship, and
Yay.
now we're rearranging. History? No, not history.
I mean, yeah, yes, maybe.
I'm smoking up in my hazmat suit. I don't know about
Fucking-
y'all.
Hotboxing your own hazmat suit.
I am, and I'm looking for familiar names.
Look, while we're here, we might solve a mystery or rewrite history.
Digberg.
A woo.
Hey, you're not supposed to swear in the library.
I get it. I get it.
Thank you.
It's good. I got that, and I'm Stony Baloney, so cool.
All right, everybody, real quick, I'll do a recap of this ridiculous game. I mean, I knew it was going to be ridiculous by the cast alone and then by the premise alone, but then I didn't expect us to, like, get into the library. I thought I was just going to, like, I was taking that one off the table by being like, oh, I'm going to wrap it in red tape. Nope. All right. So, Peanut has been alerted to the fact that the Lockstitch's history is being combined with the ecosahedron's history. So it's like you guys have always been here, and like Pim and Simmons and Gemini, all like everybody, like they all said, it's not really hurting anything. Really, like things are happening. Like nobody is like coming back to life. Nobody is like not existing. Just you guys exist, and you guys have always existed. We now know for a fact that Pim has been here longer than the Silver Thimble has been here, but so is Peanut, so is Rupert, so is Gemini, so is Squishy. But we already knew that Squishy was, like, once he, like, melded. Katori's been here longer than that, because Katori belongs to the north. Royce has been here since the beginning of time. Like, so history is melding together. But there was a bunch of things that we couldn't talk about, so you guys went to go figure out what was stopping you from talking about those things. It was the corrupted version of the spirit of censorship, censor. After you guys dealt with some ghosts, Censor fought you all, and you beat the ever-living shit out of him, despite him like making it so it was difficult for you all to say things. Then you ripped him out of that armor. Then you ripped his... You gave him such a wedgie, we have his elastic band of his underwear still.
Ooh, can we make little bracelets out of it? Friendship bracelets?
Little friendship bracelets.
Oh
All
my
right.
god, yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, sorry guys. Forget about crafting anything with the band. It turns out we're making it into friendship bracelets.
Sorry, guys. You can't break this bond, though.
Do we share friendship
It's
bracelets with the
uncensored.
librarian also? We're here for a week with them. I imagine there will be some strong
yeah.
bonding with
Yeah,
them.
if Miss Ma'am will chill her effing attitude, then yeah, she can have one.
No, yeah. She might get over it. Like, her and you are definitely going to be seen in the smoking room of this library a lot, I feel like.
She's just a dragon version of Peanut.
She can
I
have
didn't
one.
mean for
but
her to
you
be a
don't care.
dragon version of Peanut
We
until now.
immediately turned her into a dragon version of Peanut, just existing in the same room. She is. I think we're the problem for Peanut. If he didn't have us around, he would be fine.
He was a ninja before you fuckers.
Peanut.
It's not
Sorry,
even a joke.
Peanut.
Yeah, but he became really good friends with Gemini. He knew what
is
he was
really
getting
friends
into.
with Gemini.
He knew what he was getting into with that one.
And now this group, so Rosie, Pim, Gemini, and Simmons are, at least for a week, locked into the library as they slowly gather books that reference their crewmates. Like, reference them existing here before they actually arrived.
Very important, Gemini teaches everyone how to make corn dogs.
And
Okay.
they have a robust kitchen in here. Don't worry, they have a good commissary. Is that what I'm looking for? Like a, like a cafeteria in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank you for playing. So obviously shit's about to like happen for Nika.
Yeah, so I have my surgery tomorrow at noon, and then I don't know, we'll just wing it, see what the fuck happens. But the plan is still for the games this weekend and everything to take place as normal. Fingers crossed. It's supposed to be like a do the thing and go home the same day. As I've told some of you, the last time that I was under anesthesia, I like full standing projectile vomited all over the bathroom, and they kept me overnight because of that. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I don't do that this time, so I can just go the fuck home. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. But the plan is to keep the schedule as is. But I know you guys are not going to hold it against me if we have to move stuff. I know that you're not. But I still feel awful when I have to. So we will try not to disrupt too much stuff. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Cossack, that is the plan. I didn't even feel nauseous. I was just like, do. Uh-oh. It was like, things are moving. It's like I made it physically into the bathroom. And then it just unleashed like a rain. So that's fun. Yeah. Thumbs up. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you guys all so much for playing. Thank you guys for being here. This game was great. What a silly game we play.
Fantastic. I loved it. The arguing back and forth was just like, it made me so like nostalgic.
It felt like we were home.
It felt like home. I literally told Seth it felt like home. I was like, oh my god, I miss you guys so much.
Yeah.
Corn dogs forever, guys.
Corn dogs forever.
Corndogs.
Hug?
Rupert. It's just like, alright guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. This game was great. Thank you so much.
We
See
will
you guys.
all
Thank you.
Friday,
Bye.
I believe, is the next game. Friday at
Friday.
Bama time. Bama time? Alright.
Badminton?
Bye forever.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.